Hello, and welcome back to Weekend Cartoon Reviews. This time, we're reviewing Colorful Stage the Movie, a Miku Who Can't Sing. The movie was animated by PA Works, and honestly, I wasn't familiar with them at all until this movie. And I understood why when I looked at their catalog for stuff they've worked on. I recognize a few of their stuff, but the only show I've watched of theirs was Shirobako, and of course its movie, which I reviewed way back when. So I really can't say much in regards to their reputation, for that reason. Colorful Stage, however, is a movie based on the mobile game of the same name. Hatsune Miku has been a popular icon in Japan for so long. She has been around for such a long time, I'm surprised it took this long for them to do a movie about her. But it's here now. I have never played Colorful Stage before, but I have listened to a lot of songs from Hatsune Miku, specifically from Deco 27, and I have definitely become a fan of her work. This movie has been on my radar ever since the trailer dropped, and I was ready to watch this, awaiting the USA release date for this thing. So the question on everyone's mind is, what did I think? Was it worth waiting for? Dude, I thought this movie was fucking amazing. It really goes without saying. You can make a movie about anything good if you try hard enough. And with this being based on a mobile phone game, I didn't know what to expect. But I was hyped because it was Hatsune Miku nonetheless. I'm not gonna pretend we never got movies based on mobile games. I mean, we got 2 Angry Birds movies and a 3rd one on the way. But they really cooked here. So, what's the movie about? The movie answers the question of, what happens when Hatsune Miku can't sing? She really wants to sing and wants to reach more people, but society constantly shuns her out. So she teams up with a high schooler named Ichika to help get her music heard. There was this one scene in particular when everything just goes off the rails, where it seems everyone is shutting Miku out, and her own bad thoughts consume her. It's animated so well and barely uses words at all, but I understood everything that was happening. And to me, that was the best scene in the entire movie. That scene made me realize this was a movie I didn't know I needed. And we'll get to that later on in the review. But that scene was not something I expected out of something from Hatsune Miku. However, I also believe this is the perfect story to tell for Hatsune Miku. And I was invested from beginning to end. Not a single second was I bored of this cast. The animation really stood out in a lot of areas, specifically whenever Miku was glitching trying to get attention through her singing, but where it also shined was anytime a musical number was playing, that's when pretty colors start flying everywhere. This was a studio I have not had a lot of experience with, as I said before, and yet they impressed me with how hard sometimes the animation went. Also, during the one scene I mentioned, that one's also animated so well I was at the floor with how well it was done. Anyway, the voice actors also do a good job at making the characters, who are in Sekai, sound like Hatsune Miku and her friends, as if they are talking in their singing voices. It's impressive how well they pull this off, and no voice performance felt off to me whatsoever. Same with the soundtrack, which every song was a banger in its own right. Even Deco 27 made a song for the movie called Hello Sakai, and that was awesome. I can't even choose a favorite song because all of them were just that good. The opening one brings you right into the film, and the ending one was a good way to end it all. Every song in between rocked too. I went to the movie with a rowdy audience, nothing too crazy like the Minecraft movie, which I did see that. But after every song there was clapping and cheering, and it made the movie more fun. The message I picked up from the movie was that I need to have more self-respect, and that's shown through everyone trying to save Miku after her thoughts consume her, and I really liked that about it. The message tied everything together in a nice little bow and wrapped the story up beautifully. If I really had to compare it to something, maybe Belle or Sing a Bit of Harmony. Both of those have stellar songs just like the ones here, and I loved both of them so much. And you'd know that because I reviewed the both of them too. I believe that this movie lives up to the standards that those two set, and that's a really high standard because both of them are peak movies. There wasn't anything I found wrong with the movie. but I can definitely see some being turned off by the bloated cast. It didn't bother me too much personally, and I understood everything that was going on despite that. And never having played the game, I still had a great time watching this. Overall, I would definitely encourage you to check out Colorful Stage the movie. It's rated PG, but I think if you're a fan of Hatsune Miku, you're going to have a blast watching this movie. If you're not, I don't know if you'd enjoy it nearly as much as I did. Because I loved all the references it pulled through Miku's history. I spotted a Deco 27 cameo in the background and it made my mind go bananas. If it's still playing in theaters near you, go out and give this movie a shot. You won't regret it. That's all for today's review. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next review. Bye everyone, and have a great day.